Hi, everyone, and welcome to English for You. I'm Erin.
And I'm Tiffany.
And we're talking about families today.
Aww, family time.
Tell me about your family, Tiffany.
Well, I have a small family. I have a younger brother.
Okay.
And then my mom and my dad. But on my grandmother's side, my mom's side, she has a lot of siblings. She has about like 12 brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you have lots of cousins.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What about you?
I also have a small family. It's just my parents, and I have one grandmother left. She's 95 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I guess her sister is still alive as well, and a younger sister, and a cat and a dog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yes, we are talking all about our families. Some people have really, really large, very... they're kind of fun. I think large families can be really fun, or you might even have a small family like I do. So, yes, we will take a look at a TV show called Hodge's Half Dozen.
Ooh, sounds like it's going to be a big family.
Have you watched the show before?
I haven't. No.
Okay, so that's good. We can both learn about it together, and we can read through the article with you guys, too.
Okay.
So, let's take a look.
Reading.
Hodge's Half Dozen. When Daniel and Liz Hodges got married, they dreamed about having a big family. A few years later, their wish came true in an amazing way. In 2015, doctors told Liz that she was pregnant with 5 babies. On TLC's show, Hodge's Half Dozen, you can see how they handle the challenges of caring for so many babies at once. The chance of becoming pregnant with 5 children is only 0.1%. Although Liz and Daniel are on cloud 9, they are also scared. Raising the 5 babies, plus their 2-year-old son, Rowan, will be a lot of work. They are also concerned about the health of the babies. Things can get complicated when giving birth to so many children. Luckily, they are getting a lot of love and help from people in their hometown. Baker, Liz's friend from church, throws her a wonderful baby shower. Liz is sent lots of clothes and diapers too. Some of them are from people she has never even met.
All right, so the article first starts off with saying, when Daniel and Liz Hodges got married, they dreamed about having a big family. Okay, so these two people, they got married and they shared the same kind of dreams and aspirations. They wanted to have a big family. So that's why we used the phrase dream about. When you dream about something, it means you think about something and you want it very much. For example, I dream about winning the lottery.
Ooh,
yeah.
I kind of dream about that too.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
And then I dream about traveling the world and buying a big boat and
not doing anything for the rest of your life but traveling.
Exactly. Living on an island,
Oh.
going for a swim every day.
Sounds so nice.
All right, well, enough about our dreams, unfortunately. Let's get back to the article here. It says, a few years later, their wish came true in an amazing way. Now, we'll find out what happened in a couple of minutes, but let's talk about the phrase come true. Now, when a wish or a dream comes true, it happens in the way that you wanted it to. For example, if my wish is to meet my favorite singer, then I do meet that person, and I can say my dream came true because I met them, maybe I talked to them, maybe I got a picture with them, and so on. Here's an example sentence. Owen's dream finally came true when he opened his first restaurant. So his dream was to open a restaurant, and then it came true because it happened.
Wow, good job, Owen. All right, so we saw that their wish came true in an amazing way. Now, the word amazing here is an adjective, and it means to have like a great surprise or wonder, and it makes you just go, wow. For example, I can say the ballet was beautiful. The dancer gave an amazing performance.
It always is the ballet. All right. Well, here's what happened. This is how their dream came true. It says here, in 2015, doctors told Liz that she was pregnant with 5 babies.
Whoa.
That is a lot of babies.
Of kids.
Right. Okay. Well, this adjective pregnant is very important to our story. So let's talk about it. When a woman or a female animal is pregnant, she has a baby growing inside of her. And depending on the animal, it can take anywhere from just a couple of weeks to a couple or a few years. With women, it's usually about 9 to 10 months.
That's right. So she was pregnant with 5 babies.
That's right.
I can't imagine having 5 babies inside of me growing all at once. Imagine the size of like your belly.
Yeah, probably pretty big. But
yes.
Also, they'd probably be pretty small.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's continue reading. It says, on TLC's show, Hodge's Half Dozen, you can see how they handle the challenges of caring for so many babies at once. Okay, now we see the word handle here, and handle here is a verb and it means to deal with or to manage maybe a certain person. It could be to manage a certain situation or things like that. For example, I can say he's having a hard time handling the pressure of his new job. And this just basically means he's having a hard time dealing with maybe pressure from work. Or I can say she was very good with handling tough customers. It means that this person or she can deal with difficult customers. She deals with them really well, and she makes sure that, they leave happy instead of leaving even more angrier.
Exactly. All right. So as Tiffany explained, when you're handling like a situation or a problem, it's usually something that is not very easy to deal with. And we can kind of apply a certain noun to that here, and that is challenge. So we said, you can see how they handle the challenge of caring for so many babies. Now, a challenge is something that tests you in some way, such as by testing your skill at something, or maybe testing your strength, for example. Now, it's often something that's difficult to do, but it's usually something interesting or something you want to do as well because you'll get certain benefits from achieving it. Now, certainly it's not easy to care for that many babies, but Liz loves them, so while it's a challenge, it's something she's still very happy to do. Now, here's another example of challenge. Irene enjoys the challenge of fixing old, broken-down cars and making them beautiful again.
Oh, wow. All right. So, yes, Liz has a lot of children to take care of, but, of course, they're her own children. She loves the challenge, and, of course, she doesn't mind it. Now, it says, in the show Hodge's Half Dozen, you can see how they handle the challenges of caring for so many babies at once. When you care for somebody, this phrase means to look after someone who cannot take care of themselves. So, of course, you have to you have to care for babies because babies cannot look after themselves. You can also care for people who are sick, or like maybe your family members or your friend who is sick, and even you can care for elderly people. So if someone is sick, of course, there's some things that they cannot do by themselves, and the same with elderly people as well.
All right. Okay, so we saw one more phrase in that sentence we need to take a look at. Now, it came at the very end, and it's the idea of caring for so many babies at once. Now, the phrase at once shows that you're doing 2 or more things together or all at the same time. So Liz and Daniel have to care for 5 new babies, and we'll learn about another child in a second, but they have to care for them all at the same time. You can't just say, I'll take care of George on Monday and Brian on Tuesday and Sandra on Wednesday. It's not the way it works. So they're doing it all together or at once. Here's an example. Studies show that we shouldn't try to work on 2 tasks at once. We do things better when we focus on just one thing at a time.
All right, next, the article says, the chance of becoming pregnant with 5 children is only 0.1%. Although Liz and Daniel are on cloud 9, they're also scared, okay? So it's very rare, we can say, to be pregnant with 5 babies at once because we see here the percentage of that is only 0.1%.
Which is pretty small.
Yeah, it's very, very, very small. So Liz and Daniel, they dreamed about having a large family, so they are on cloud 9. Now, cloud 9 is a phrase that we're going to take a look at, so let's take a quick break and look at what that means.
I like to sing about the moon and the June and the spring. I like to sing.
Why are you so happy?
Because I just won 1 million NT dollars.
What, really?
Yep. I'm on cloud 9 today.
Cloud 9? What happened to the other 8 clouds?
To be on cloud 9 means to be very happy.
I see. To be on cloud 9 is 非常高兴, 兴奋.
You've got it. This is the happiest day of my life.
What about your wedding day?
Yeah, I guess I was on cloud 9 that day too.
What about when you got that great job?
That was pretty good too.
What about when you played that perfect game of basketball?
Okay, that was great too.
And what about...
Can I just be on cloud 9 today? I'll buy you a drink, okay?
All right.
Okay, so we learned that when you're on cloud 9, it means that you're just very, very happy and you're so excited. And if we could lay on the clouds for real without falling down through the sky, I'm pretty sure many of us will feel so happy and we will have a smile on our faces. So that's why we use the phrase on cloud 9 to kind of describe that you're very, very happy.
And you might be a little bit wet if you hang out on the clouds because they're just full of water.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's continue on. Let's find out more about the half dozen in the title. It says here, raising the 5 babies plus their 2-year-old son, Rowan, will be a lot of work. Now, we have the name of this show. It's called Hodge's Half Dozen. And if you look at the word dozen, you know that means 12. So if you kind of just divide that in half, it means 6.
That's right.
And that's what we get with 5 babies plus 1 2-year-old son. That's 6 children. Now we use the preposition plus to introduce another thing. It's like we're saying and also to add one thing to the other thing we just said. For example, I could order a Big Mac at McDonald's, and if I want more food, I could say, I would like a Big Mac and also some fries, please. Or I could just say, I would like a Big Mac plus some fries. Here's another example. There are 2 great restaurants in this hotel, plus a gym and a pool.
Ooh. All right, next it says, they are also concerned about the health of the babies, okay? So they have a lot of things they have to worry about because, with children, it's not very... there's so many things that you have to think about when you're taking...
You have to imagine that you were a baby and make everything easy for that baby, and then times it by 6.
Yes, so it's very difficult. Like, they have a lot of challenges for sure that they have to take care of, and then they're also concerned about the health of the babies. When you're concerned with something, it's an adjective and it means you feel worry about it. So you think about this thing or person and you keep worrying about it. So for example, we can say, after getting bad grades 2 times this semester, my teachers were concerned about me because I usually get good grades.
Good teachers. Maybe they want to find out what's going wrong so they can help you.
Exactly.
All right. Now, like Tiffany said, it's not so easy to take care of those babies. You have to be very concerned about their health And here's another thing. It says, things can get complicated when giving birth to so many children. Now, we use this adjective complicated, and something that's complicated is either difficult to understand or difficult to do because there are a lot of things to remember or deal with. Now, it's certainly going to be difficult to give birth to so many babies at one time. You have to worry about the mother and her health and keeping her safe, but also the babies and keeping all of those babies safe. And you have to worry about the other people in the family too. You know, there's a lot of different things. They will be experiencing different things, and you need to sort of do or deal with all of those little details when this happens.
Very stressful.
Now, as an example sentence for complicated, we could say, scientists know that the human brain is complicated. Even today, they don't fully understand how it works.
Sometimes I think my brain is kind of complicated too because I don't know what's going on sometimes, right? We deal with so many different emotions and things throughout the day. It's very interesting. All right, so it says that things can get complicated when giving birth to so many children. Now, when you give birth to something or somebody, it's just the act of when a female has a baby. So it can be a human female, it can be an animal as well. And we just use give birth to talk about this action or this process.
Right.
For example, I can say the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, gave birth to a baby boy in April.
That's right.
The Little Prince.
Prince Louis, I think.
So cute.
Yeah. All right. So just thinking back to the adjective we mentioned earlier, pregnant. When you are pregnant, eventually you will give birth to a baby. And then you're no longer pregnant. All right. Moving on in the article, it says, luckily, they are getting a lot of love and help from people in their hometown. Now, hometown is a noun, and it's the place where you were born or the place where you were raised when you were young. Now, here's kind of what I mean by that. I was born in a very small town in Canada. Very, very small. Maybe only 10,000 people.
Wow.
But I didn't live there very long. Very shortly after I was born, we moved to a bigger city called Moncton, and that's where I mostly grew up. So instead of saying this small town is my hometown, I would say Moncton is my hometown, because that's where I grew up. Here's another example. Once a year, Joseph visits his hometown and meets up with his friends that still live there.
Do you ever... Well, I'm sure you go back to your hometown once every often to see your parents,
every
right?
couple of years, yeah.
That's good. All right, next in the article it says, Baker, Liz's friend from church, throws her a wonderful baby shower. So it must feel nice, of course, you know, when you're dealing with the stress of pregnancy.
Right.
It's nice to have other people, you know, come in and take care of you and just to
help you do some cleaning and sort of get you ready for the babies.
I'm sure she appreciates that a lot.
Yeah, and it sounds like she's getting a lot of help. So lots of people are coming in. And you know, at a baby shower, all of the people who come to the baby shower, they bring gifts for the baby, gifts for the mom, and that makes it easier because you don't have to buy so many things, that sort of thing. All right, well, let's kind of find out here what happens at the baby shower and kind of from other strangers here. It says, Liz is sent lots of clothes and diapers too. Some of them are from people she has never even met. So that's a nice thing. Now, she is getting something that is very important when you have babies, especially 5 of them, and that is diapers. Now, a diaper is a noun, and it's a piece of cloth that a baby wears to catch their pee and poo. Now, babies can't use the toilet like we do. At least not yet, maybe after a couple of years. So for the first 2 years of their life, they have to wear this piece of cloth. And of course, you're probably going to change it 3 to 5 to 6 times a day, depending. And so you need a lot of diapers, especially for 5 babies. So this is a good gift for her to get.
A very good gift. And actually, diapers are not very cheap as well. So I'm pretty sure she felt very relieved to,
get some
get
of those
clothes,
in the mail.
Some of the essentials that she would need for taking care of this baby. All right. Whew. I already sound very, I sound very stressed listening to
I'm stressed out for Liz, I think.
But I think she's doing well. She's happy. All right. So let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with our For You chat.
For You chat.
All right, so our For You chat question for today is, would you like to have a big family or a small family? Why?
Well, personally, I think I would have to choose small family. I don't really want to have children of my own, so I think I'm probably going to end up with a small family in the end.
Cats and dogs can be family too, right?
And my plants,
Yeah. For me, maybe I do want to have children. I'm not too sure yet, but I think I do. But I wouldn't want to take care of that many children, so I think maybe 2 or 3 is my max.
Right, and probably not all at the same time.
Yes, I would like to have them spaced between. And I mean, of course, I will hope that my kids have, someone to play with. Because I had a little brother, so I think it's fun hanging out with your siblings. So I think 5.
Yeah.
Like a family of 5 is okay. 4 to 5 is a good amount.
Yeah. Plus siblings, they teach each other how to fight and get stronger.
Get tough. I don't have to do anything. They can just sort it out themselves.
Exactly.
So I think that's a good number.
Good.
All right. So do you guys like having a big family or do you like to have a small family? You could talk about it with your friends and classmates. But that's all the time that we have today. We do have day 2 where we learn a little bit more about Liz and Daniel. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hodges half dozen. When Daniel and Liz Hodges got married, they dreamed about having a big family. A few years later, their wish came true in an amazing way. In 2015, doctors told Liz that she was pregnant with 5 babies. On TLC's show, Hodges Half Dozen, you can see how they handle the challenges of caring for so many babies at once. The chance of becoming pregnant with 5 children is only 0.1%. Although Liz and Daniel are on cloud 9, they are also scared. Raising the 5 babies, plus their 2-year-old son, Rowan, will be a lot of work. They are also concerned about the health of the babies. Things can get complicated when giving birth to so many children. Luckily, they are getting a lot of love and help from people in their hometown. Baker, Liz's friend from church, throws her a wonderful baby shower. Liz is sent lots of clothes and diapers too. Some of them are from people she has never even met.
Vocabulary Review.
Amazing. Oliver has made amazing progress in learning Chinese since he got a Taiwanese girlfriend. Handle. Don't worry about driving the children to school. I'll handle it today. Challenge. Losing weight is a challenge, but it is possible if you exercise often and eat healthy food. Plus. The flowers that I sent my mother for her birthday cost 600 NT dollars, plus 250 NT dollars for shipping. Concerned. Everyone was concerned about Tony because he didn't show up for school today. Hometown. Catherine lives in Taipei, Taiwan now, but her hometown is Paris, France.